Hello and welcome to another edition of the Movie Kit Podcast. I'm your host, Kit Bowen. We got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about a couple of movies, one that's coming out this weekend and one that came out a few weekends ago, but we really want to talk about it. And that we is my good friend Joel Amos from the Movie Mensch. Joel, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Yay,
How are
we're
you?
back. We're back. It's been a little bit of time. It's my fault, guys. I have a weird travel schedule with my job, and it's hard for me to do these things. But I love it when we get a chance to, because I love talking to Joel about movies. So first up, we're going to talk about Good Fortune, which I actually didn't get a chance to see, but Joel, you did get a chance to see it, and it is one I probably will end up seeing at some point in time. But I'm going to let you do the majority of the review of this one. Let me read the description. A well-meaning but rather inept angel named Gabrielle meddles in the lives of a struggling gig worker and a wealthy venture capitalist. The wayward angel, I guess you could call him, is played by Keanu
Hmm.
Reeves. Aziz Ansari plays the gig worker Arj, and Seth Rogen plays the venture capitalist Jeff. We've also got Keke Palmer is in this. Sandra Oh. Sounds like a pretty good cast. Written and directed by Aziz. That's it. That's the main thing. Is this
Yes.
his debut
Or, yes.
directorial?
Well, as a film,
As a
he did.
film.
Yeah, I think he did Masters of None on Netflix.
But this is a film. This is his first film. Okay.
But
So
yeah,
what did you think of Good Fortune?
I'd like it's a weird thing. I'd like to use the word. It was delightful. I mean, it was just it had so much heart and brains. I just feel like the only thing it suffered from is kind of an unevenness, but I only credit that to the fact that we have a freshman filmmaker here, who's also starring, who also wrote it. He's wearing many, many hats. I can easily fault him for maybe like not making it as tight or a little disjointed than it could be, but it still rises to the occasion, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, you can tell it's a first time filmmaker, and that's not a slight. It's still a fun movie. But the headline here, and I don't think anybody should be surprised, but Keanu Reeves steals the movie.
Does he?
Oh my God. Like like he's Mr. Action Hero, but like you just talk to him like you see him on the red carpet, and you're like, that guy's funny, Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
he's a
Of
funny
course.
guy, but he doesn't get to do a lot of comedy. And here he's not trying to be funny, but the word like they call it inept in the description, but I'd more say he's bumbling. He's a bumbling angel, and he's trying so hard because he's so, so nice. I mean, he just means so well. And his boss is played by Sandra Oh. So she spends half the movie literally like a face like she's just seen a nuclear bomb go off. Like, like this, all these things that Keanu keeps doing. You did what? You switched people's identity? Well, I thought they'd benefit. Like they what? And
And
she's
wait, I
perfect.
from the trailer, his main job was supposed to be stopping traffic tickets or something. What's the thing he's
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
be doing?
He's just supposed to be down there just like doing very pedantic things, like stopping parking tickets, helping people from littlest, like the minorest things, like somebody's gonna trip over a curb and he just lifts the foot so he doesn't do it. Like let's just give this guy something to do. But then when he's out there, he meets Aziz Ansari, who's sleeping in his car and making a living doing gig work, like DoorDash and Uber and whatever. And
Right.
and then he says, like, well, let's give you a taste of a good life. So he picks Seth Rogen, and Seth Rogen's just like, why me? And he's like waking up in his car. He's just like, and they of course meet, and then it's the three of them trying to figure out how to make this work. And Sandra Oh the whole time is just losing it. Like, you have to fix this. And Aziz Ansari is like, no.
I kind of like it.
And he's like, why would I? And Seth Rogen's like, because it's my life.
Oh my gosh. Well, why
And
doesn't Sandra,
you know, it,
doesn't she have the power to like change it herself? I
Well,
guess
it
maybe not.
the thing
Do
is
they
because if
explain
you're
that?
an angel, the angel has to undo what the angel has done. Like another angel can't
Gotcha.
do it. So it's like it's like he's supposed to learn from it, you know. And
Ah, okay.
it's the kind of thing where, like, in some ways, it's one of these movies where a character digs a hole and then tries to get out of it, but only digs a deeper hole. And that's where the comedy comes in. And
Yeah.
then with Keanu Reeves, deadpan slash, oh my gosh, what did I do face? It's like, and like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, he's so nice. Like, you're pulling for him. And of course, he's named Gabriel. And it's
Of
just
course.
perfect because, I mean, that's the ultimate angel. And you know that this guy is like, and how many times he's like, I got wings.
Yeah. See,
What?
because I'm an angel. Yeah. So yeah, the trailer's pretty funny. I mean, it
Yeah.
feels
And,
like you get a good sense
and
of what the
he,
movie's about.
And Rogan's great. He last seen in the studio. He was fantastic in that.
Yes.
It was a very different character. I think of him like, he shares that same economic stratosphere with the guy in the studio, but he's very much a tech guy.
Yeah.
He's very much an LA tech guy, which is easy for him to pull off, but
Right.
he is definitely a tech guy. And like anyone, if something like this happened to you, he acts just like you would, except it's Seth Rogen, so it's funny.
Yeah.
Um, but then again, there's some real life issues here, like about the cards we're dealt and what we do with them,
Yeah.
um, and divine fate, and how much can be controlled and how much we have to control.
Right.
Um, I mean, I really liked it. I just felt like there were moments where I kind of maybe looked at my watch just to see the time, not because I was bored, but it just felt like, oh, this little part's dragging a bit.
Yeah.
But I think that's something like given another chance, which given the reviews, I think he will be given another chance. I think Aziz is a voice we need to hear from again. I mean, if this is what he came up with the first time out as far as a movie, what else is he going to come up
Well,
with?
I mean, kind of, he's had to make a bit of a comeback, right? I mean, because he sort of got a tad canceled back in the day. I forgot what it
Yeah,
was. What was it?
I I can't remember. He was him. Like he just,
Something happened though,
he's
and then
Indian
like Matt,
American. Yeah,
well, Master of None was getting all of this cred, and and accolades and nominations, and then God, I can't remember what he did. He did
I don't
something.
remember. It got canceled.
He did. He
He got
got a
canceled,
little
and
bit
the show
canceled. Yeah.
got canceled.
Yep.
And interesting, his dad starred as a version of himself in that show, and his dad's in this movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and he's a former doctor, medical doctor who retired, and uh, could not be more supportive of his son. It's really cute, and he uses his dad very well.
Oh, this was it.
That's it.
So he wasn't officially canceled, but I mean but
No,
he faced public backlash in 2018 after an anonymous woman accused him of sexual misconduct on a date.
right?
So he kind of fell into the Me Too situation. So
Yes,
anyway,
and
I
not
mean,
that and everybody, depending on the crime or whatever,
right.
people deserve a second chance. But I gotta say, if you're gonna go away and then come back and try to make a comeback, I say making a movie about an angel is a good way to start.
Well, look, the guy's talented. He always
Hmm.
has been, and clearly that talent shines through.
Hmm.
So I'm happy that he's finally, he's
Yeah,
back on the track there. So we'll see.
yeah,
I'm sure the movie's not
yeah.
going to make a ton of money, but
No,
sure it wasn't a
it's
lot to make to begin with, probably.
no, it's gonna be huge on streaming.
Yes,
Huge,
and that's what I'm going to watch
huge,
it.
huge. I'm telling you, everyone's gonna be talking about that movie once they can see it at home.
Good, good, good. So what rating would you give Good Fortune?
I was gonna say four. I almost went 4.5, but because of the bumpiness a little bit, I go down to
Yeah,
four.
4. Still
Very.
worthy score there to watch it. And yeah, if
Yeah.
you guys can't see it in the main theater, then definitely it'll be on streaming, so we'll check it out there. Okay,
Yeah.
so now we want to talk about a movie we both did get a chance to see. And we've been dying to talk about it. We just haven't had the chance yet, and now here we are. One Battle After Another, the Paul Thomas Anderson film that came out, I guess it was 3 weeks ago. Can't remember.
I think it was
Um,
limited and then wide.
right. Um,
Yeah.
is written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. Well, he co-wrote it. Um, Let me read the description here. I'm sure it's going to be very generic. When their evil enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunite to rescue the daughter of one of their own. Okay, I guess I could hear that. That's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
pretty
it.
much it.
That's pretty much it. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Regina Hall, Tiana Taylor, um, and the bad guy, the one we're talking about, the enemy, is Sean Penn, and he is
Benicio,
just
the
wow,
worst.
wow,
Yeah.
just unbelievable.
Uh,
And then the young girl who plays the daughter's name is where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Tiana
Oh,
Taylor.
oh, she's Tiana Taylor. No, Tiana Taylor is the mom.
Oh, right.
Um, well, what's her name? Why am I? It's not on this IMDb. Oh, you dumb thing. She was so good. Okay, well, I'll have to try to find that. Because she was just gorgeous and just she was so watchable. I'll start this one off just because I get a chance to talk now. I loved it. Paul Thomas Anderson as a director, I mean, he's done some really amazing stuff. It's not stuff that's always hit me quite the way, not over the head, like so good, so good. There have been a few misses in my opinion. But I mean, he's directed things like Punch Drunk Love and Boogie Nights, and he's Magnolia. He is a true storyteller. He's definitely in that league of writer directors. This was just it was unique, because you kind of start off in this world of these revolutionaries, and of course, um, they are. I mean, I guess you would call them domestic terrorists, but in a good way. They are trying to upend the system, so to speak, and it's very relevant to what's going on in the world right now, especially in this country. So it's like
Mhm.
uh, freeing immigrants who are being held, in an ICE situation, and things like blowing up banks and all of this kind of stuff, which domestic domestic terrorism is no great. You can't condone or you can't promote that or whatever, or say that's a good thing to do. But also, we secretly, as we're watching this film, we're sort of rooting them on, right? But
Mhm.
they are, they've done one thing too much, and then they decide they have to disperse for a while, and so then you jump 16 years later, and one of the I guess he's part of an I situation. Like he's a colonel, a general. I don't know what the heck he is. The guy Sean Penn's character is. He's in the military, but he's part of this whole thing. He kind of has this weird love hate relationship with Tiana Taylor, who is Leonardo DiCaprio's boo, and they're the ones who end up having. Well, they're together in it, and then it's their daughter that 16 years later is the one that gets kidnapped by Sean Penn's people. But my God, that Sean Penn character is just so awful, and just the way he
Yeah.
walks. I mean, Sean really ate it up with that, don't you think?
I have to say, uh, occasionally, and we've said this before, a supporting actor Oscar arrives in October.
Yeah.
It did with J.K. Simmons
Yes.
with Whiplash. It did with um, Eddie Redmayne for Theory of Everything, and now it's Sean Penn.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should even show up. And the great Steven Spielberg was talking about this film 3 days ago. I wanted to bring this
Oh,
up. He
please.
said it's the most original film he's seen in 25 years, and it is the best work Sean Penn has ever done.
I, you know, it's just because it's so unique, the character. By the way, the actress who plays the young girl, the daughter, Chase Infinity.
Hmm,
Infinity. Yeah.
good,
Willa is
good
her
name.
name. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, you're right. And also Benicio Del Toro as well.
Yes,
He doesn't
funny.
have a huge part, but he's hilarious. So
Yes,
this film
yes.
is like this film is so interesting. Spielberg is so
Humor.
correct. It's hard to pin it down what it is, because you start off kind of in this world, and Leonardo DiCaprio is sort of I guess uh
Goofball.
well, he's a goofball, but he's like
Uh,
he can make bombs and things. That's kind of his
Sure,
specialty.
sure.
And he and Tiana Taylor, who's Tiana Taylor's like this tough, badass woman who just, can't be tied down, And so when they end up having this daughter, she can't be the mother that, Leo wants her to be. She can't get rid of the revolutionary in her blood, right? So she can't muster it and has to leave. But so that leaves Leonardo to go into hiding, and basically they all end up going into hiding. And he's constantly having to, watch his back, except for he starts to lax on that. Kind of a dope addict, like a marijuana addict, and just doesn't care much about it, doesn't think it's really going to happen. And the daughter has no clue, I mean, she's grown up with her dad and having to take care of him and, sort of being the adult in the situation, which happens a lot. But she doesn't really understand what danger she actually could be in. And there's that scene where before they go into hiding, one of the revolutionaries is telling him all the different things he's got to know, and all the codes and all the places where they'll meet and the rendezvous points. And that's a very funny bit throughout the whole, well, towards the beginning of right after she's kidnapped. He's like, "Where's the rendezvous point?" "Well, what time is it?" It's like, yes, so mad, Leo, trying to figure out what the code is when he's supposed to give this answer. And he cannot remember it to save his life. So anyway, it becomes this chase movie, this rescue chase movie. And it just gets, every twist and turn you can think of. It's just wild. I was so involved in this and so enthralled, and just really thought everyone did some of the best work they've ever done, even Leo, and Regina
Oh yeah.
Hall was wonderful. And yeah, I was just totally into it. And yeah, I mean, they're all talking about Oscars. There's
Oh yeah.
100% it's going to get nominations. It did not make the money they were hoping it was going to make, unfortunately. But again, that'll probably be another one that'll do well on streaming once it comes out. But my God, it was a fun movie, and intense and poignant and hilarious. And yeah, it had like literally every emotion you could go through, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
five
think what's
stars for
great.
me. I'll just say that off the top of
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah. 5 million stars here. It's early and I haven't necessarily seen everything, but for me, this is the best thing I've seen this year.
yeah.
Um, it's the best Paul Thomas Anderson since Boogie Nights.
Yep.
Um, and it may be his masterpiece. But he's not done yet.
No,
Um,
of course not.
I think he's just getting going. I think this is your best picture, but we'll see. It's still
Yeah,
only
we'll see.
August,
It is still a little early.
October,
Yeah.
August. Don't I wish it was
But
warm?
it's gonna
Um,
get all the nominations. So
yes,
just
yes,
look
yes.
for it in every
It's
category. Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be one of those that gets all six, like those
Yes.
main categories.
Yes.
And it's one of these movies where the least you know about it, the better is also, although
I know. I
you're
know.
fine seeing the trailer, you're okay. But the other thing is, what's great about this, even if you do know the trailer, is you watch the movie and you think you know it's going one way and it goes the other every single
Single
time.
time. Every single
And
time.
movies like that, and I'll be honest with you, I felt like garbage going to see this movie. And for the entire three
Oh.
hours, I didn't think about anything. I didn't think about
Oh.
anything. I was in that movie and I've talked with friends and they're like, those are the best movies. And aren't they
Yes.
though?
Yes. Yes.
And you're like, you leave the theater and you're like, I, that was 3 hours of my life that just went boom.
Was it
You know,
3 hours?
I think 245, 240.
Yeah, it did not feel like that at all.
Well, there you have
At
it. Paul
all.
Cameron, he's not known for short movies.
That's true. He's another one. I mean,
Um,
he's kind of in that category.
Yep. Like
Um,
you just hear his name and give his movie a shot. Although I did not like The Master, but anyway.
I
Um,
didn't like The Master. I really didn't like Inherent Vice. Um,
yeah, it
Licorice Pizza,
was okay.
it was okay. It was okay. But, you have the Punch Drunk Love and you have the Boogie Nights and, your Magnolia, these,
Magnolia,
ugh, another sort
Raining
of sprawling
Frogs.
store. What was the
Yeah.
other one you just said?
No, I was saying Raining Frogs.
Yeah. Yeah. And Tom Cruise being
Oh,
awful.
he should have gotten the Oscar
You
for
know
that. But
what? Here's
anyway,
the thing. These kinds of directors, they that's probably why Sean Penn will, get nominated and perhaps win the Oscar. He's an actor who he's a brilliant actor. But if you match someone who has talent like that with a person who really understands the direction of the film and has written it and that kind of thing and can really guide you, then that's when you turn in these performances. And PTA is definitely one of those directors. He will bring
yeah.
out, it's kind of like Soderbergh, Steven Soderbergh, same kind of thing. He will
Mhm.
bring out your best.
Nolan,
He will do it, Nolan.
yeah.
He will do it.
Not that,
And because look, I will always say for Soderbergh that Lopez will never ever have
nope,
that kind of that
not even
director
close.
to give her that performance that she didn't out of sight. Not even close.
That movie's
So,
perfection.
and Sean Penn and Leonardo DiCaprio don't need a Thomas Anderson to bring them out. That's not. They're already established, proven, wonderful actors. However, if you get a part written for you that's so great and so juicy and so much you can get into with it, you gotta savor those moments. And I definitely think Leo and Sean and Benicio, they all did. They all did. They look like they had a lot of fun making it too, don't you think?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and Sean was in Licorice Pizza, so he knows all too well.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, yeah, he played the guy at the dive bar who ends up going outside, and they
Oh,
like
right.
do that
Right.
crazy thing. He's supposed to be somebody famous in Hollywood in the past. I can't remember, but
Totally forgot
yeah,
that movie.
short role,
But
but unforgettable. Just
well, kind of like Benicio. I mean, he didn't have very much. But Alana Haim, is that Haim? Is
yes,
that how you say her last name? She was
Haim.
the start of the Licorice Pizza. She and her sisters are the Haim sisters. I actually like their music. They're pretty. They're
Hmm.
all over social media and TikToks and stuff. They're totally doing
Oh
all of
yeah.
that. But then there was some really cute TikToks that Chase Infinity did with Leo and Sean. I think they were both in the. She did some fun TikToky things, but she's one to watch for, man. I mean, she was just he brought it out in her, but she's a
Mhm.
newcomer. She's kind of, just on the scene. And clearly this was a great, wow, how lucky you must feel to be in a film being directed by Paul Thomas Anderson and Leo and Sean and all these great people that you're starring with. And she held her own, man. She held her own. She was really good. And there's a lot of action in it too, and she had to do a lot of that running and shooting guns and all of that, and she was really good. It was just a really good movie. I kind of want to see it again, like soon.
Oh, no question.
So
Yeah. So
yeah,
five stars from both of
huge
us.
5 stars, guys. If you can get a chance to see it in a big screen, I think it's beneficial because there is a lot of great stuff going on and there's some great visuals. And I think chase scenes are always more exciting when you're
Hmm.
watching it on the big screen. But if not, definitely try
Oh,
to check it out because it's going to be an Oscar one. Go ahead. What?
one quick thing.
Yes.
Um, uh, only Paul Thomas Anderson to make a chase scene, but I don't know if you noticed, or where not one car changed lanes,
You're right. There's a
right?
lot of up and down. There's these like I don't know where that road is, but there's a lot of hills. They were going up,
Right?
and you wouldn't see what's going to happen behind you, and go over that again. It was that visually that was
No,
amazing.
they never changed lanes.
Okay, I'm going to watch it again with that little tidbit in
Well,
mind. I'm going to
there
do
you
it.
have it. All right, on that note,
So yeah, so Joel, let's try to, there's
yes.
coming a time here, guys, where I'm not going to be traveling so much. So Joel and I will definitely be doing these more often because we are coming up on the Oscar season. There
On the
are
good
definitely
stuff.
some movies that I've missed that I want to see that are all like Smashing Machine. Although I don't know. I mean, what have you heard about? I know that Dwayne Johnson's
They
supposed
were
to be
they were
amazing in
saying
it, but
Oscar, and now
mm,
they're saying bleh. Although Christopher Nolan yesterday came out with a quote, he said, "In 10 years, people will love that movie."
Huh. Okay. And
Take
then we
that
got
as
the
you
Bruce
may.
Springsteen movie coming out with
Oh,
Jeremy
oh
Allen
yeah, want
White.
to see that. Yeah,
We've got the
it's
yeah, that looks good.
lots of
I
good
think
stuff.
Bruce Springsteen says, I don't think I ever looked that good. Well, probably you
Well,
didn't, Bruce, but you were still a good looking dude back in your day.
yeah,
So
sure he was.
don't sell yourself short there.
Yeah, he's
But
still
yeah,
still a handsome fellow.
yeah, there's also the Timothy Chalamet movie that's coming up that seems interesting to me. What's it? Somebody's name, ping pong guy. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, you do. I know you do. Although after A Complete Unknown, it's hard to top that. He was so good in that. Marty Supreme.
Oh, right.
So that's coming up. Um, that was
Oh,
one
I can
oh
never.
after the hunt that just came out, although I've been
Yeah,
hearing mixed on that too. Uh
yeah, and that's coming over to Amazon soon, so that's probably
right,
going to be worth
right.
it to
Oh,
see.
and Frankenstein.
Oh,
Frankenstein.
I hear that's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, like amazing.
Well, it's got just a short run in the theater and it's going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, they're like, if there's anybody who should be telling that story, it's him.
yeah, Guillermo del
Guillermo.
Toro definitely. He probably
Yeah.
has a couple Frankensteins in his house. Pretty sure
Yeah.
he
He
does.
does.
I don't know. He Guillermo del Toro is this true cinephile of like if you look up the definition of a cinephile, you'd probably see Guillermo's face. He just and he loves monster movies. You know, all the
Yep.
Universal and he
And
has
kaiju
collected
movies.
he likes so much. But there was a tour of all the things that he has in his house. There was an actual tour that went around
Yep.
and it came to the LACMA here in Los Angeles and yeah, as well as props and things from his own movies like Pan's Labyrinth and but his house is apparently is like this giant museum type thing with all of these movie props and things. So yeah, he's perfect to direct this movie. Perfect.
Nobody better.
So
So
those
lots of good
are
stuff.
yeah, lots of good stuff. We're very excited. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Hopefully, and Joel, of course, to you as well, my good friend. So yes, look for more podcasts from us coming up in the next few months, and definitely go check out Good Fortune, if not on the screen on the streaming. So everyone, take care. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.